Prison overcrowding. No one can stop this.
Someone got to come off, yeah.
I'm above the law. So, been asked what are the kind of bad things that can happen to you as you're about to get released or on your last day in prison?
Well, I have got a story on that. It's a fucked up one, really, because basically you hear people's prison stories. I've just been watching a video then on what not to do on your last day in prison. It's by
Lockdown 23 and 1.
Lockdown 23 and 1, and he's writing what he's saying. You do get haters, but that only happens if you fuck someone off. If you've got on with people and you've done all right, and people are generally happy to see you go, because it's the extension of them thinking, well, all right, he's just done fucking 7.5 years. I will be getting out sometime. It gives people a little bit of hope. You know what I mean? It's fucking annoying when you got someone who's fucking done like 2 years and he's jumping up and down, and yeah, that does get a bit annoying. You feel like twatting him, but you're kind of happy for him. But the ones that have done a long time, they're kind of humble about it. And the first time I got the first only time fucking I got let out, apart from when I was in England, they actually put candy bars on my pillow. They did a big spread for me, and I give my TV away because everyone does that, and you can actually fucking get extra days for doing it. But they didn't do that for me. I just said, oh, fucking hell, I'd bust it ages ago. But anyway, the story I've got to tell you about what can go wrong when you're getting sent home. Alright, a young lad, Charlie, he was like he was a fucking farmer's son, and he was a fucking big stocky lad. He was very fucking quiet, very polite. He was like a farmer's hand, really, you know what I mean? He had fucking muscles everywhere, but he was very, very polite. And like fucking, he just finished a four year, and he was, at the time we were in Florence tent. We were waiting to get to the Florence main yard. The tent is a temporary place where they put you for about 16 weeks, about 4 months to fucking, before they put you on the main yard. So we're in these big tents, the big old military tents they are, they're old. Like, they are actually literally old military tents, and they're fucking freezing in the winter. In the winter they have a big fucking blower, like an air blower, blows out warm, and in the summer they're fucking really hot. But you know, it's chilled because you can actually get up any time you want, go to the toilet. The toilet's about fucking 200 yards up the thing, and you can have a walk round, and fucking people are getting fucking drunk on hooch and letting the fire extinguishers go, and fucking all types of crazy shit. You see pigeons getting blown up because everyone's fucking where people eat. People get Alka-Seltzers and feed it to fucking pigeons. Well, these pigeons are like steroids to seagulls actually, and the stupid fucking seagulls eat them. It blow it. This fucking comes up like it puffs up in the belly, and they actually blow up. I didn't actually do that. I didn't really see the sense of humour in it, but I mean, you know, people did what they did to amuse themselves. The point I'm getting at, this young lad, he's getting out, right? He tells us he's getting out, so fucking, we're like, alright, he was a good fucking lad. He was a good torpedo actually. He'd help. And so we turned around and we threw him a spread. There's always a bit of hooch on the go, so we did him some burritos. And we did him like a birthday cake out of honey buns and M&Ms, and like cocoa powder. We'd mix it and make like a frosting. We did the full lot for him. Give him a couple of bottles of hooch, sent him on his way. And just after lockdown, we give him it's called a don't come back. It's a friendly beating. It's like 4 or 5 years going on him, and like no face shots at all. It's just body blows. You just literally just fucking tune him up from the fucking waist to the neck. You know what I mean? You just give him body blows. It lasts about a fucking minute. It's like a milling. It's like when you see these gangsters and they're fucking getting kicked into the gang, but they get hit in the face. You don't hit them in the face. You're not doing it to hurt them. You're just doing it to fucking give them a few digs and say, don't be coming back. It's love, really. That's what it is. But one of us was ham-fisted. I don't know if it was me, or I don't know if it was Bobby. This Bobby was a big biker. He was about 6'4", and like fucking, he had fucking hands, fucking twice the size. I've got big hands, but he had really, really big hands. His hands were probably about 2 knuckles bigger than fucking mine. We're tuning him up, just giving him a little thing, and one of us caught him, just short ribbed him, just right there, and he's like, and we stopped, and he couldn't breathe, and we thought, he was just doing it so we didn't carry on. So we didn't carry on, we left him at that. But through the night, he couldn't fucking breathe apparently, and he wasn't in our tent, he was in another tent. And then we went to breakfast, and fucking bit hungover on this fucking dirty prison fucking hooch we made. And like fucking someone said, oh, do you know what happened to the young lad? What? Said fucking, he had to go fucking A&E in the middle of the night. Why? Said because fucking he had broken ribs. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. So instead of being picked up at the gate, he was picked up at the prison fucking hospital. His parents picked him up at the prison hospital. Felt bad in a way, you know what I mean? He could have gone out all nice and healthy, and he went out with fucking 3 cracked ribs. So yeah, it's one of them things. People say, oh, don't tell anyone you're going home. Well, the other thing with that is, if you don't tell anyone you're going home, and then they come and pick you up at midnight to roll you up, if someone sees you leaving that fucking cell with a fucking officer, they're likely to get up and try and fucking hit you there and then. They don't give a fuck about the officer, because they think you're douching up, they think you're PCing up. And there's a twat on policy site on that. So yeah, you do tell them. And basically, if you've ever been in that situation, don't fucking tune them up as fucking, don't. We were all a bit drunk as well. We all went a bit heavy-handed. I feel sorry for the guy. I hope he's obviously better now. I hope he hasn't gone back. But yeah, it's one of them things. And another warning is when you give your TVs away, it's all good because you don't fucking need it. You can't take it home with you. But they can actually charge you for that, because even though it's your property, you've got to hand it in. When you leave, you're supposed to hand your TV in, and your fucking prison shit in as well. And they can actually keep you a couple of days on that. And if the guard's an arse, he will as well. So be a bit aware of that as well. If you're worried about fucking leaving prison, just don't go to prison.
Just to add a bit onto that then, when I was about to leave prison, a guard actually messed with me. A guard actually tried to provoke a situation, because sometimes people are small-minded, they got power over you, they think they can fuck with you and make your situation worse. You know, if you assault a guard or spit on a guard, spitting on a guard, is considered really serious. It's like assault with bodily fluids or something. So if they mess with you a bit and you do the wrong reaction, they can add more time onto your sentence. And how they tried to mess with me was, they came to my cell and they're like, Attwood, we're doing a cell search. I'm like, alright. So I just went, stood on the balcony, and I'm just reading a book while they're doing a cell search, just completely ignoring them, because the more you engage with the guards, the more
they'll rip your cell to bits.
Yeah, and the more you are likely to get hurt by them. So I'm just like nonchalant out there on the balcony reading this book, and this female guard, she just starts going, Attwood, it must be really upsetting to have us come and disrupt your day, mustn't it? And I was like, not saying anything, and she just kept throwing statements at me like that, trying to provoke me, and I'm thinking, right, I'm just not going to say anything, you know. And in the end, what happened was, she goes, where's your TV? I think there was like 100 dudes on this yard, and nearly everybody had a TV. And I said, look, I've tried to like turn this into an education opportunity by reading and writing. I've managed to read a lot while I'm in here, and there's no way I could have done that if I had a TV. And she goes, oh, you're so full of shit. I know you've got a TV, you're about to get released, where's your TV? So, some of the guards in there knew, like, I was a blogger and a writer and I didn't have a TV, but there was none in that immediate area at that time. So, she recruited all the other guards now to not just, like, have an issue with me. They locked down the whole yard. She goes, lock down the whole yard.
Looking for the TV.
Yeah, they searched every single cell looking for my TV, because she was going to then say I'd sold my TV to another prisoner. That means I've got a disciplinary ticket, I've got to go to a hearing, I could get possible sanctions, possible criminal charges, and possible they could keep me.
Not only that, she's pissed everyone off.
Yeah.
Because they're getting the cell tossed, looking for this bogus TV. That's fucking. All she had to do was look on your record and see you have a property record and see that you haven't got a TV, and that could have been. She was just being a cunt.
So now all the prisoners are pissed off at me because they think, some of them think maybe I've got a TV, I've sold it to someone, blah blah, I've caused this. So I had to squash that. So then, you know, by the time everybody got off lockdown, people were asking me questions. But the next day, some of the guards who came around who knew I didn't have a TV, they were like, what the fuck was she thinking? You know, so there was a backlash against what she did.
Some of them are assholes, some of them are fucking. They're the ones what end up who like the job far too fucking much. Some guards are alright. I mean, everyone says, oh, there's no guard alright. No, there fucking is. Because when we were in county, there was an MMA fighter.
Gravedigger, the guy with the puppet master on his chest.
Yeah.
Gravedigger.
And there was also the officer who knew him.
The one who did the national anthem in the morning, or the one from my tower.
The one from your tower.
You're on about the guy who was also a guard and a soldier.
Yeah.
And he did cage fighting as well.
He did cage fighting.
Yeah, I can't remember what we've called him in hard time. But I do know about Gravedigger is what we've called him in hard time. I do know about the guy just watching him fight on people and stuff like that, and just setting him loose on people.
He'd literally fucking, he'd let the lad go in and fucking handle his fucking business, you know what I mean? And he was a fucking cool guard. Oh, there's other guards that were just total twats. Fucking Torres. That fucking arsehole.
Yeah, he played the national anthem in the morning, wake everybody up. So, if you are about to get released, the bottom line is there are some small-minded guards, there are some small-minded prisoners. Wildman was established in the hierarchy of the prison. You know, he didn't have jealous fuckers trying to trip him up because he would have just squashed them. But if you are in there, you know, there are people, they might even come to you and say they're all happy, but behind the scenes trying to trip you up, trying to put something in your cell.
They'll set you up.
Get caught with it.
They'll put a fucking rapper fucking speed in your fucking bed or anything.
One of the things that pisses them off, you get people that come to you who've never even spoke to you for months or years, and they're like, alright, yeah, I heard you're about to get released, you know, what you're going to be doing with those sneakers, what you're going to be doing with those diabetic shoes, what you're going to be doing with your radio. And you tell these people, like, yeah, you know, I've already pledged that to my friend who, you know, I've known this guy and I'll sit with him, whatever. But these people go away, they're pissed off, and then they try and cause problems for you because you've not given them your property. So there are all these property items. Everybody under the sun just starts coming into your cell. Oh, I could do with a new pair of shades. And it's funny how they do it, because they come in and they strike up a conversation with you and they'll talk to you for like 10 minutes. Then at the end they'll say, oh, I could really do with a pair of shades.
It's so obvious.
Heard you're about to leave. Have you got any chance you could give me those shades?
The ones that you give to, don't ask, basically. It's the ones that you've kicked it with, and they're happy to see you go, you know what I mean? They're the ones that'll fucking put a few candy bars on your pillow as a joke and stuff like that. They're the ones that'll throw a spread for you.
Not like the candy bars in the prison rape class video, though.